and welcome to another Teacher Talk session tonight. Tonight we are going to have another very special educator or from different part of the world, just like every week. And tonight we are going to the USA. Yes, you heard it. It's true. We are going to the USA. Our guest is going to be from the USA. So he is empowering teachers and to get their own students online and build like a six-figure teaching business. And also he's a business coach and he's an entrepreneur, and also he is CEO of Bowei Strategy. Yes, James Liu. When he comes, we are going to start our live session with him. I'm so excited. Let me check if he's here. We can start our live session. We are going to talk a very different tonight. There he is. Yes. Hello,
Hey,
James.
hey, Walker, how are you? Can you hear me
I'm
okay?
fine. Yeah, I can hear you clearly. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Hello,
That's
hello.
wonderful. It's wonderful. Great to hear. I think it's good afternoon to you, if you can say that, because
Yeah,
I think
of
like around
course.
1, yeah, and it's here, and we can say good evening for us because in Turkey it's like a 9 p.m. in the
Yes,
evening time. All
yes.
right, so I know that we are all busy, and I know that how busy are you. So if you are ready, we can start.
For sure, yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, okay, but before we starting the live session, I would like to say thank you for accepting my invitation to Teachers Talks after a long time, because it was really difficult to, how can I say, to convince you to join the Teacher Talks. I know that you are very busy.
Yeah. Thank you for inviting me and reaching out for this opportunity too. Just getting really busy. It's hard to get an interview in my schedule, and also interview is not something easy to do. It does require some preparation, so I have to allocate some time for this interview. But I'm happy to be here today.
All right, thank you very much, James. So let's start it. So I know about you, but maybe the audience would like to know about you. So can you tell us about yourself, please, and a bit about your experiences in this area?
Sure. Yeah, my name is James Liu. I grew up in China, then came to the United States about 15 years ago for my PhD, MBA. I also did my postdoc. After that, I spent 2 years in management consulting, working with the corporates on their marketing, sales, and pricing strategies worldwide. So towards the end of 2018, actually 2018, I happened to work with my own English teachers online, to help them with their own business, increase their price, get students online. That's how I got into this field, and then I started my own business in 2019, January 2019, 3 years ago, focusing on helping independent teachers or teachers who want to become independent teachers to gather students online, charge a higher rate, and start a teaching business. And it's been 3 years. We have helped over 2,500 teachers in the past 3 years, either with group training or one-on-one coaching. And many of them now have charged over $100 an hour, and some of them already got six-figure business with our help. So this starting of a new year, and actually today's tomorrow is the Chinese New Year. So we're very
Oh, Happy New
optimistic.
Year then.
Thank you. Yeah, we are very optimistic about the business, and we're growing. Right now we have 13 people on the team, helping a big community, teacher entrepreneur community, and I'm happy to be here for any of those you who want to look into this opportunity, working with us, with my team. Definitely check out my website, my social media. You can find my Instagram to connect with us, and let us help you.
I see. Thank you very much, James. All right. So, and by the way, again, one more time, I would like to say Happy New Year to you.
Thank you. Yeah.
For tomorrow. All right. So, okay. So let me ask you another question, which is related with a new year, because tomorrow is your new year. So, what are your expectations from, 2022?
Yeah, so from business perspective, we wanted to double our team and double the revenue and just grow our community to the next level and help more teachers, become more successful online teacher entrepreneur with their business. And from a family perspective, I had a new daughter last year, a newborn
Oh,
daughter last year, and
great.
she just turned 8 months. And I think I just wanted to learn how to become a better dad, a better father to her, and yeah, enjoy my family time with her and my parents staying here in the U.S. with me as well.
Mm-hmm.
And also a big wish to see the COVID-19 finally
Yeah.
gone, right? So I think that's my wishes for 2022.
I see, I see. It's a really great wish from you, James. Really,
Thank you.
thank you very much about it. All right, so let's move to another topic. I really wonder, you have a kind of a company, Bowei Strategy. If I'm pronouncing wrong, please correct me. Is it Bowei? Yeah,
Yeah, it's Bowie.
Bow
Bowie.
Bowei. Sorry,
Yeah,
yeah,
Bowie. Yeah.
Bowei Strategy. Yeah, Bowei Strategy. So, what is Bowei Strategy, and what's the aim of it?
Yeah, for sure. So, Bowie Strategy, named after my father's first name, just because he has his own business in China. I just want to continue like family business and kind of a thing. That's why the reason I name it Bowie. That's my father's first name. So, the goal of having a business at first was to connect the best teachers with the best students in the world. That's really the
Mm-hmm.
vision or the mission we had at Bowei Strategy in the past 3 years. We worked really hard working with teachers to show them how to find students that really appreciate them. And it's a win-win for both teachers and students. The best teachers can find the best students that appreciate them and value them and pay them much higher rate. So both of them can work together. And a lot of teachers got swamped, really swamped by the low price, right? The cheap classes, and they haven't been able to focusing on helping any of these students. And our goal is to make sure the best teachers and best students can get connected through us
Mm-hmm.
to get to the next level. And in the future, actually, we're expanding. We're probably going to launch another business very soon this year or next year. We wanted to also help educators and education like institutions, universities, schools, help them revolutionize their systems with online solutions in terms of how to market their business, how to market their schools,
Mm-hmm.
universities, the institution, how to use online solutions to improve their teaching quality. I think that's a big picture for Bowie Strategy in 2022 and beyond.
I see. I understand. I understand. Thank you. So, and you explained us now the Bowei strategy. So, but in other part, how can teachers get support from you? So, what should they do about it? So, how can you help them?
Yeah, there are a couple options. Just like many businesses, we have many services, free services, paid services. So if this is the first time you know about me and my business, definitely click on my Instagram, follow me, and there's a link. You can click on that. You will see a couple of things on that link.
Mm-hmm.
So the first thing you can do is there's a free ebook I wrote 3 years ago. It's called How to Get Students Online and Charge a Higher Rate. So that free ebook has been downloaded, I think, over maybe even 60,000 times by teachers in the past 3 years. Many teachers love that book because it gives you a
Wonderful.
very clear roadmap, how this works. It explains our approach, why clients, teachers working with us can get students online, can charge a much higher rate. So I explained the approach in the book, how to get students online and charge a higher rate. You can find that on the link on my bio on Instagram, right? Click on that, you can
Mm-hmm.
find that book, download it, give it a read. It's like 54 pages. You can finish in 2 hours, right? So that's free. That's free. And if you wanted to work with us, right, if you're like, oh, that book makes sense, I wanted to try it, and I need James' help and James' team's support, right? You can join the
Wonderful.
21-day challenge, 21-day teacher entrepreneur challenge. We run this group training every month. starting on the first day of each month. Actually, we're going to have another group kicks off tomorrow morning. So if you want to join, the market price is $197. So forgive. Can you hear? Actually, forgive. Excuse my
No, no
background. Okay.
problem. It's
My
okay.
daughter is getting really naughty now.
Sure, that's
So
okay. That's
so
lovely.
yeah, if you want to work with us for 21 days to really implement, take action, and see how this works, you can join the 21-day challenge. Actually, some teachers can even get students before the 21-day challenge finishes within 21 days. So that the price is $197, and I believe there are some discounted tickets still available on the website. Now it's $127 if you want to join that, right? And also we do offer a one-on-one coaching. If you feel like the group coaching, group training is not enough, feel free to reach out to us if you want to work with the one-on-one, work with myself, and my team one-on-one to make sure you can get to your six-figure business as soon as you want, right? So a lot of options, but follow me first, right? Check out the link and see what option that makes sense to you, and either free or paid. And I think the most important thing is take action. It doesn't matter which option you take, even the free ebook you download, they never read it, then you're not going to get anything, right? Read the book at least 2 hours, you will finish, and you will understand how this whole thing works.
I see. Thank you very much for this information, James. Thank you. Thank you. But let me remind you, the first thing that you should do, follow the James Liu on Instagram.
Yes.
And then don't forget to download his ebook, which he wrote it down 3 years ago. It's fantastic books about the how to get your students online teaching. Yeah, exactly. It's a fantastic book. So and then after that, if you have any questions, you're free to ask the James
message
anytime
me.
you want about it.
Absolutely. Message me on Instagram.
Okay. I know that you mentioned a kind of six-figure online teaching. So what is this six-figure online teaching? Can you make it a little clear?
Yeah, for sure. Just like every business, right? You have a goal. What is the goal of your business? How much you want to grow your business to? Some teachers we work with, they might be fine with getting 2-3 students every month, making $2,000-$3,000, right? They're okay. But some teachers we work with, they're more ambitious. That I want to have a six-figure business. I want to have $10,000 monthly income from this business. So the six-figure business. And it might sound a lot to a lot of teachers who are probably not even making $1,000, $2,000 right now. But I can tell you, following this approach is a proven approach to get to six-figure business with your own business, independent business, and a lot of things you're gonna learn. But six-figure business, I think that's what teachers deserve. If you're an independent teacher, you are still kind of suffering from teaching online, you're trying to survive, and I can tell you there are actually much better options out there for you to even make six figures. So that's my goal. Not everybody wants it, but that's our goal, to help teachers who really want it to achieve with our support.
I see. I got it. All right. Thank you. Thank you, James, about it. And just now, you mentioned the Teacher Entrepreneur Challenge.
Yeah.
So I wondered, so what is this? What is this Teacher Entrepreneur Challenge, and what do the teachers do in this challenge? What they're supposed to do?
Sure. For sure. So the 21-day Teacher Entrepreneur Challenge is our flagship training, group training. We have worked with over 2,400 teachers in the past 2 years. Just through this group training, we usually get 100 people each group every month. As I said, it starts monthly. So every month we have one group going, and it lasts 21 days. So during the 21 days, you will be in a Facebook group. Every day you're going to receive a video and list of tasks you need to do on that day. And every day you're going to watch the video, do the work, and then you move on to the next day and next day. So in 21 days, we're going to help you define your niche. We're going to help with niche teaching, right? Define your niche, develop your program, develop your marketing messages, and knowing how to use, for example, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, all these social media platforms to help you get students, and the principles behind the marketing and the sales. And you're going to take action. And all the teachers during the challenge, they actually making connections, they market their business, they got people interested in their teaching. They talk to them, they actually get students. So they get students not at $20, $30 an hour. They get students at $50, $60. And some teachers
Nice.
can get students at $80 for
Wow.
$800 program, right? So that's what we can achieve in the 2020 challenge. Basically, everything you need to set up, your niche, messages, program, and how to market your business, how to conduct sales, all covered in 2020 challenge to give you the tools, the methods you need to get started. So that's what we do in 2020 challenge. As I said, it's a group training, and you're gonna work with me and my team very closely in this group. We do live Q&As. We answer questions all the time in the Facebook group. So everything is recorded. If you even if you don't have time to join this live Q&A, you can always watch the recording and catch up. So it's very flexible. And yeah, we got a lot of review. I think we have over 500 5-star review on our website. Feel free to check it out. It works for basically every teacher. It works for traditional teachers. It works for non-traditional teachers. It works for non-native speaking, English-speaking teachers as well. So we also have teachers teaching other languages, and we even have a teacher teaching math, science, right? So as long as you're a teacher, you want to try to get your own students online and and want to learn how to charge a higher rate, right? So that can be a good option, and we do have the money guarantee. So if you join the 2020 challenge, at the end you feel like, oh, James, what you have taught me does not work for my business, so we give you money back. And it's totally fine, because if it's not working for you, no, don't worry about it, right? So this kind of 2020 challenge is more. If you guys are interested, go to the website, www.bowei.strategy /challenge, or you can find that on my Instagram as well, right? To take a look. And we have another group kicking off tomorrow. Join, if you are interested.
I see. Thank you very much to give a clear explanation about the teacher entrepreneur challenge. It's really great, and the idea, I'm sure the idea that you gave us, definitely they're fantastic, and definitely we will have a chance, and we will we will have a chance to learn it, and how can we become a better online teacher and take our
For
students.
sure.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, James. Thank you. Okay, so let's move to another topic, which is related with, as we know that that not only, let's say, my country, Turkey, are suffering from COVID, the whole world, they are suffering about this. They're struggling with COVID-19, and as you know that especially the teachers, they are really, after the pandemic started, they have they have a really hard times about in teaching terms, and also they face really lots of difficult times, not only the students part, especially their the inner side, like as a health and the mentally. So they face lots of things about it.
Yeah.
So my question is, like, how can teachers improve their well-being? So how can they become better in this area?
Yeah, I think yes. I think the whole world is under this kind of pressure, or this COVID makes us not very happy all the time, right? We got restricted online, in person. We just can't go anywhere we want. It's been really depressed 3 years of the time. So for teachers, especially, I think right now, given what's happening in the industry, I talk to teachers very often, and just by hearing from them, like the story they tell me, I think a lot of teachers are suffering a lot from the changes in the industry, in the educational sector. So I think for teachers to take care of themselves, right, their well-being, and first of all, I think you just have to be open-minded. Okay. So there are many options, like a lot of things you can do with the expertise or experience you have developed. Don't get stuck. Don't feel like, oh, whatever you're doing is the only thing you can do. And look around, be open-minded, look around, and try to see if there's actually something else that can help you even more, right? Look around, for example, join this live session, listen to Walker, and learn more about the industry or what's going on. Don't just get yourself in that small box, right?
I see.
Try to get out of there and take a look at the whole world, what's going on, and try to find something that maybe you're more passionate about. Try something that maybe can help even more, right? There are a lot of options, and all teachers are trying to do different things. You can be a school teacher, you can do online teaching, right? You can do so many different things, and a lot of people do teacher training. A lot of options for you to make a living by leveraging your expertise. So just
Mm-hmm.
don't get stuck, only looking at the small window that you have and just feel like it's the end of the world, right? You have to be
Uh-huh.
open-minded to all the other options that are available to you.
I see. I understand. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, James, about this, the suggestions and advices about it. Thank you. And while I was checking the LinkedIn or something like that, the Facebook page and your Instagram page, you mentioned niche teaching, I think, and I really wonder. So, what is this niche teaching, and what are the benefits of doing niche teaching?
Yeah. So niche teaching is the opposite of general teaching. So general
Mm,
teaching is about offering a wide range of services to students. You don't have any specific group of students you target or specific problem you solve. For example, if you are online, I'm an English teacher and I teach a lot of things. I teach writing, I teach speaking, I teach grammar, I teach everyone who needs help with English. Then you are a general teacher. But for niche teacher, niche teaching is about focusing on a very specific group of people that have similar problems they can solve. For example, I'm a niche teacher targeting IT professionals who want to
mm,
advance their career and by improving their communication skills. So you're targeting this IT professional who are getting stuck because they're English and they want to get promoted to advance. And the problem you're going to solve will be how can I improve your communication by improving your vocabulary, improve your accent, right? How can you lead a
uh-huh.
team? How can you lead a meetings? How can you do small talk? Things that happens, right? The problem they have when they try to improve their job performance and advance their career. So a very specific set of group people that you can target. That's a niche teaching. In my case, I do niche coaching as well. I have a niche, so I don't help everyone. I help teachers who want to go independent, who want to
I
have
see.
their six-figure business. I don't target everyone. I don't do business coaching to everyone. Whoever wants to have an online business, I will help them. It's not. I only help teachers who want to have an online business, right? It's very specific. That
I
the
see.
benefits are very obvious. The benefits will be your messages are more targeted. All right. So, for
Mm-hmm.
example, if you target everyone who want to improve their English, you would just say, "Hi guys, I teach English. I can help you speak better." Right. That's all. That's all you can say. But if you're targeting IT professional who want to advance their career, but
Yeah.
they have a problem with their English, you say, "Hey, hi IT professional." No, very specific. Hi IT professional. If you're thinking about getting that promotion, but you're not
Mm-hmm.
confident because you're English, I can help. So it's a
I
very
see.
specific message to a specific people, and that resonates with this group of
Mm-hmm.
people. And also, these students will see you as a specialist, right? Just I always use this analogy: a general practitioner and a neurosurgeon. Like neurosurgeon always sounds like a specialist, and ends up, one works more, one makes more, right? Earns more. So it's the same thing when you are a specialist to your students, your experts, your students have a higher willingness to pay. They just
Mm-hmm.
perceive you differently
Mm-hmm.
from other
I
general
see.
teachers. So a lot of benefits, niche teaching. That's kind of a uh, very quick overview of that. Again, I explain everything very clearly in the ebook. Download the ebook. I think the first chapter is about niche teaching, and that's a
Niche teaching.
foundation. That's a foundation of our approach. You have to be a niche teacher in order to make it work. So yeah, it's explained in the ebook, and don't hesitate to download and read it.
I see. I got it. So, like, what I understand is, it's like for example, I'm an English teacher. So when I go to the class for a general English, so I'm just teaching the English for general the purposes. But for example, if my group, let's say all of them are doctors, so I teach them in their area, so kind of a specific English I teach
Exactly,
them. So
exactly.
I became a niche
Yeah,
teacher and a
yes,
kind of a
yeah,
specialist
yeah, yeah,
according to them. I understand. Very
Yeah,
interesting.
and also when you teach doctors, you don't just teach them English. You teach them the English they use when they talk to their patients, when they talk to their colleagues. It's very specific. It's a problem driven. It's like I'm looking at the problem you have. I'm not looking at English. I don't fix your English. I fix the problem you have when it comes to using English. So that's two different things. I teach you English, but not only that, also help you implement. You will know tomorrow how to talk to your patients. Okay, we have one session today, patient
I see.
communication. Tomorrow you can already use it when you practice, when you talk to patients. So very effective, and that's how the students see the value and want to pay you more than $100 an hour, not only like $10 an hour, right? Because you're not a general
I
teacher
see.
anymore, you're a niche teacher, you're a specialist, and you offer the solutions very unique to your niche. Yeah.
I understand. There is a comment, James here. It's like, is it niche teaching, like selecting of a specific genre for the specific group? Is it something like this?
Yeah, it's really customize your teaching program, your sessions for a specific group of people with similar problems. Yeah, I think that's very close to what I would say. Yes, yeah.
I see. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, James. It's really, really clear now in my mind about what is niche teaching. It's really interesting. All right. So let's move to another topic. So it's about the English. In your idea, so is English a language or a skill for you?
I think English is a language when you work with the general teacher, right? Because general teacher just teach English, and I see English as a language. But when you work with a niche teacher, that's a skill. Because I'm not here to teach you the language. I'm help you to help you develop a skill that you need to overcome your challenges, right? So that's why I'm a ESL student myself. So I kind of know when I work with general teacher, I'm learning English, the language. I'm trying to improve my English, but when I work with the niche teacher, they always ask you, hey, what's the problem? Why you use that? And they want to help you develop the communication skill, the presentation skills, right? The skills that allow you to improve your communication or presentation. Yeah, it really depends on what type of teaching you do, general teaching and niche teaching. And also, there's another reason people want to pay niche teachers a much higher rate because you are giving them the skills, not only teaching them the language or the
I
skills.
see.
That's what they are getting from working with you.
I understand. When it's a language that we teach in the general language, but if you teach about in the niche style, it's kind of you try to teach them as a skill.
Yeah.
I got it. All right. Okay, thank you. And let's do. Would you like to add anything else, or I can move another question?
I think I'm okay.
All right then. So let's move to another question. I know that your special is about like teaching, the students like online and make the teachers better for online teaching and take them into their classes. Like you work on this one. So, but what problems do you think the teachers face when they teach online?
Yeah, I think when teachers move on, move online, depending on their background, if they're traditional teachers, right, they're gonna have a lot of technology, challenges, right? What type of tools do I use, and how can I teach online? How can I make it more engaging in the class, right? And if you are trying to get your own students, you will also have challenges in getting paid, the payment system, right? So a lot of technology related challenges teachers are gonna have if they never taught online. But if they wanted to get students themselves, right, online, and on top of the teaching, the technology challenges, they will also have challenges in marketing, in sales, right? So how can I market myself? How can I let people know about me? How can I let my students find me? So the marketing perspective and also sales, you get people interested in your teaching, your service. So how can I convert them? How can I get them to my program? The sales, right? So I always say a successful teaching business has three pillars. marketing, sales, and teaching. All
I
three are
see.
important to a successful business. And if you never taught online, you're a traditional teacher, you're probably gonna have challenges in all three, right? So you have to learn how to market, how to do sales, how to teach online, right? Yes, it's not gonna be easy, but that's how you improve, right? So if you just want
Exactly.
to, stay in your comfort zone, right? I'll just do whatever I used to do. I'm comfortable. Then you're not growing. Then you are not gonna get better and better, right? So these three pillars, I think they're gonna be challenges for a lot of teachers.
Exactly. I totally agree, James, about this the idea that you mentioned here. All right. Thank you very much about it. Thank you, James. All right. So let's move to another difficult question. It's really difficult. So can you tell us 5 adjectives that describe an effective teacher? For example, think about the training that you gave to the teachers.
Yeah, yeah,
So what adjectives you expect them to have when they
yeah,
start their
yeah.
online teaching, let's say?
Yeah. So yeah, it is a hard question. I actually did some. I actually spent some time thinking about it before our interview today. So I think this is gonna be. I have 5 here. So these are gonna be 5 adjectives for successful teacher entrepreneurs. Okay. So not only teacher, but teacher
Yeah,
entrepreneurs.
sure,
Teacher
sure.
wanted to become entrepreneurs. So these 5. The first one is uh, passionate. Okay. So
Passionate.
teachers have
Good.
to be passionate about their teaching. So if you're not passionate about teaching, maybe there's something else suits you better, something else you can look into, right? It doesn't have to be teaching. So you have to be passionate about teaching. You have to be passionate about whatever you're gonna do. I think that's the first one. The second one is ambitious.
Uh-huh.
Ambitious. So
Good.
if you are okay with what you are getting right now, I'm getting paid at $7 an hour. You're okay, then probably just keep doing what you do and don't think about going independent, getting your own students, right? You have to be ambitious. Oh, I want better. I want better for my family. I want better for myself. I want better. I want
I
something
see.
that I will be proud of, right? In my career, I'm not okay with getting paid at $7, $10 an hour. I'm not okay, just working at this place for the rest of my life, right? So
I see.
that's very important for me. Ambitious, number 2. Number 3 is
2A, yeah.
persistence.
Uh-huh. That's
Persistence,
important.
because it's hard. No, it's hard. Whatever you do, it's hard. No, it's not gonna be overnight. You're not gonna get a successful business overnight. So you're gonna have a lot of challenges. You're gonna have a lot of setbacks. You're gonna have a lot of bad moments, like moments where you wanted to quit. You have to persist. You have to be persistent. Persistent is a third one. I think that's very important for teacher entrepreneurs, for all the entrepreneurs.
I see.
The number 4
Yeah.
is self-driven. Okay, in order to be persistent, you need to be a self-driven person. No, you don't rely on others to hold you accountable all the time. You don't
I
rely on
see.
others to remind you all the time. You don't rely on others to inspire you, to motivate you all the time. You want to be self-driven. You need to have a very, very clear goal. You just have to be the person that can't give up before you reach that goal. You have to be very self-driven. I think that's a very entrepreneurial mindset or a quality that every teacher
I
need to
see.
have, self-driven. The last one
The last
is,
one,
yeah,
yes.
last one. Last but not least, I think this is actually very important for. So I'm seeing more and more from the teachers who are more successful is being strategic.
Exactly.
Strategic. So it means that you just don't do things for the sake of doing things. No, you don't just follow others just because you don't know what to do. You want to be strategic. You want to understand the big picture, understand the approach, knowing the principles, so you can be successful even following your own strategies. You want to be
I
strategic.
see.
So these are 5. I don't know how much you like it, Walker. Passionate, ambitious, persistent, self-driven,
Good.
and strategic. Yeah.
Great. Yeah,
So
exactly. Wonderful. I know that it's really tough questions, when you
yeah,
think about adjective, okay, what adjective should I say and which one is the most suitable one? Which one I should choose? It's a difficult, but it's a fun question. It's a great, but the greatest point is, the whoever joins here as a guest here to teacher talk sessions, the each of them, the mention different, the adjectives about the teachers. So this is really great, and we hear different the ideas about it, especially your ideas also different. Thank you very much. Oh, okay, and next question is actually much harder than this one. Ready for it?
yeah,
Okay, if you could have one superpower to use,
yeah.
actually, I asked this question for the classroom, but this time I change it and to use it in your life, what would it be and how would it help you?
Yeah, what's the superpower I can have? Okay, so I thought about it, and so first of all, I don't want superpowers. Just feel like in these TV shows or movies, anyone that has superpowers seems to have a lot of troubles in their life, right? So
Yeah.
I don't need superpower, but if I were to have one, I think the ability to go back in time,
Oh,
travel, time
nice.
travel, right? I want that just because I made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I wanted to fix them, right? So also
I
on the
see.
other hand, everybody makes mistakes, and I don't think anybody has that
Exactly.
superpower. So instead of thinking about going back and fix it, let's try to make less, fewer mistakes in the future. And also don't be afraid of making mistakes. Um, since we started this business 3 years ago, I made a lot of mistakes. And without these mistakes, we won't be able to grow, right? It's really
Exactly.
how you see it. You're gonna make mistakes, and I will continue making mistakes, but I want to be more, strategic, right? I want to learn from the mistakes so I don't make the same mistakes. That's all I need to ask. I don't make the same mistakes. So yeah, the master power will be go back in time and fix the mistakes. But if I couldn't get that superpower, I'll just try to make fewer mistakes in the future. In the future.
Exactly. But you really mentioned a good that everybody makes mistakes. You
Yeah,
can't say when you hear the people, oh, I never done any mistakes in my life. So that's a big lie. I think the
yeah,
probably every single human probably makes mistakes in their lifetime. But and also you mentioned that the mistakes, the give you kind of experiences about the things that you have done it before, when
yeah,
you see the mistake that you have done, so you get experience about it, and so you try not to do it again and again. So it's a really good point about it. But of course, I really like the superpower that you mentioned here, that to have a chance to go back
yeah,
and
yeah.
change little changes
Yes.
about the back. I see. Thank you. All right. So James, as we know that we are in the 2020 now, right now, but when you think about the 2021, what was the biggest challenge that you faced last year?
Yeah, so in 2021, I think the biggest challenge I faced in the business will be scaling, scaling, scaling.
Mm-hmm.
So meaning growing to the next level. So that was, I think, 2 years into the business at early 2021. So we wanted to scale the business to the next level. We want to grow much bigger. And I run into a lot of troubles when I try to scale the business. So that's, I think, what I've learned in 2021, how to scale your business better, easier. There are many strategies you can use to scale your
Mm-hmm.
business, but what could be the best strategy for you? And I think that's going to be a problem for a lot of my clients. Our clients facing as well when they try to scale from getting 4 or 5 students to 10 students, from getting $4 or $5,000 to $10,000 a month, right? There are strategies that are gonna be different from what you are using right now. So there are things.
I
That's what
see.
I learned in 2021. So you have to adapt the strategies. You have to, think about other things they can use. It's not as simple. So yeah, I think that's the big word to me in 2021: scaling.
I see. Thank you. Thank you very much, James. By the way, just a couple questions left. You know, the time flies.
Yes, I
It's
know.
almost we are coming the end of our session, James. You know, but thank you very much. I hope you're enjoying it
Yeah,
because we
yeah,
are
I enjoyed
enjoying.
it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
great,
enjoyed the session
great.
very much.
So can I ask you different questions? Not
Sure.
but I just wondering when you think about the first time that you moved from China to the USA, and how did you feel, and what has changed from that moment till now?
Yeah, I think from the first when I first got here in the U.S. 15 years ago, I think I was super nervous. Super nervous. I'm a foreigner, and I didn't speak English very well. I remember when I first got here, and I tried to talk to one of my classmates, and he couldn't understand me. He was like asking questions to clarify, and I got really embarrassed because my pronunciation, my speaking is not good enough. And that was one of the reasons I kept working with a lot of teachers online to improve my English. In the past decade. So, and now I feel like I'm a more confident person having my
I see.
business, having my own business, and even taking on interview like this with you without any preparation was like amazing. I can just keep talking, right? Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember when I first got here. Even for even just for me to answer a simple question, I have to prepare myself in my head for like 10 minutes, trying to make sure I don't make mistakes when I speak English. So that was me like 15 years ago. Now I still make mistakes, but I think what matters even more is your message. Oh,
Exactly.
right. So we all make mistakes. I'm not a native speaker, right? So sometimes I make mistakes, but that's not why you guys are here. You're not here to listen to me and learn English from me. You're here to get my message. So I shouldn't let my English stopped me from spreading my messages to all the
Exactly.
teachers right in the world. So basically I'm a total different person now. A totally different person now and compared to the person I just first got here in the US, and without all the mistakes I made, without all the difficult times I have gone through, right, I won't be here talking to you, Walker, and having a business,
Exactly. I see.
helping so many teachers in our community. Yeah,
Wonderful. Wonderful. It's great. Thank you very much. This was a surprise question, but that was really great.
yeah, it's
You see,
okay.
that was excellent.
Yeah, yeah,
Thank you very much for answering these questions. All right, so let's move to another question. Yeah, by the way, if you would like to ask a question to James, please write it into the question part so I can ask him directly if you have any questions, or you can write comments about the things that we're talking about, or if you want to say anything. All right. So, by the way, when you make mistakes, the people the listen, they also write that we are also making mistakes. So it's not
yeah,
the big things. Of course, while we are talking, we make mistakes,
yeah.
and that's all. All right. Thank you. This is a nice question, and I wonder what I'm going to say. Let's think about it. So we finished the interview, James. All right, and you step outside the house and find a lottery tickets that ends up winning $10 million. Yeah, what would you do?
Yeah. So with $10 million winning in the lottery, so I would invest. So yeah, you can just spend $10 million on something really fancy, something you really want, and then but I would rather invest because 10 million. If you don't invest, it's gonna be 10 million, right? But if you invest, it can become 20 million, $30 million
Exactly.
eventually.
Mm-hmm.
So on not only invest in stocks or any financial service, the type of thing, but also invest in yourself. Invest in myself. There are many training I want to take. There are a lot of things I
Mm-hmm.
want to do. Right, invest in myself so I can grow better and more. So I think if it's $10 million, I can invest in a lot of things. And I think what I want to do is invest these $10 million to get financial return and also my personal growth.
I understand. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's really nice. Of course, you mentioned it's a really nice thing that if you use the money very carefully, Okay,
Yeah.
so you can make it, the more and more. 10
Yeah.
becomes 20, 20
Yeah.
becomes
Yeah.
30.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. All right then. Thank you. Thank you, James. Okay, so I'm coming to the last question. Okay, the last question of our session. Ready for it?
Yep.
Okay then. What is your motto?
My model. This is a good one. So I never. So I have a few, but I never decided. I never decided which one should be my model. I think after thinking about it, my model right now is uh, feel the fear and do it anyway. I think that
Um,
really resonates with me for the past 3 years. It's not easy for me to have a business at first. I had a lot of fears. I don't know what to do because I'm gonna have a business online. I'm gonna present myself. I'm gonna let the world see me, and I'm gonna help English teachers, right? So a lot of fears that I tried. A lot of fears that almost gonna stop me from doing this. But I think what I did was feel the fears, feel the fear, and then do it anyways. And I want to share this with all the teachers who are watching right now. So if you want to grow, if you want to become a better version of yourself, you will have fears because you're gonna
mhm.
step outside your comfort zone. You're gonna try to do something you've never done before. Even teachers who are gonna join the 21 Day challenge, you're gonna be challenged all the time. You're gonna try. We're gonna try to encourage you to do things that you've never done before. So you're gonna have fears, but whenever you have fears, try to remember what I just said. Feel the fear and do it anyway. So that's my motto.
Understand. That's a wonderful motto. And someone liked it here. Yeah, love in my journey said, love the quote. Yeah,
Thank
I
you.
love it too. It's exactly. Feel the fear and do it anyway. I understand. I'm not something written here. I'm not a teacher, but I'm definitely learning a lot. Thanks for this informative live sessions. Ah, thank you very much. Yeah, Trish Romans, you're welcome. You're welcome. We are happy that you like the sessions. Okay then. Yes, James, that's all from my side about my questions, and we had a really nice sessions here. So, and we're coming to the end of the teacher talk sessions, but as you know that, so would you like to add anything else before ending our live sessions, James?
Yeah, I think we cover a lot of grounds. Thanks for all the questions, Walker. And I think it's very thoughtful for you to come to go through all the list of questions. I think these are really useful, important questions to let me share my journey and my experience with the teachers. And since it's a teacher talk, and I think one last thing I want to talk about is, like what we said at first, we're going through some difficult times, and same to teachers, maybe even worse. Some of the teachers, for example, last year the Chinese government have shut down a lot of online
Mm-hmm.
schools, and now in August, September, a lot of teachers just lost their job. They don't even know how can they pay the bills that month, right? And also the rate is going down and down right now with online schools, online companies, and a lot of teachers are not very happy working with these brick and mortar
Okay.
schools as well. So as I suggested at first, to be open minded, right? Look around and try to see if there are other things they can do that can make you happy. And you have to take care of your well being. You have to take care of yourself. And if you think going independent is one of the options that you can consider. I'll download my ebook. Right, there's 50 pages. You're gonna finish in 2 hours. You're gonna understand whether or not it's gonna worth your
Yeah.
time exploring, right? If you feel like, okay, this is gonna be a good path, you think it's gonna help you, join the 21 day challenge. Let us help you in 21 days, and we'll work together to implement. And
Amazing.
either you're gonna love it, let's continue, or you don't like it, it doesn't hurt, right? Just 21 days. So either way, take action, right? I think 2022
Exactly.
is about taking action. You can't just stay there, listen to podcasts, listen to the interview all the time, but without doing anything. You have to take action, right? Without taking action, you're not gonna change. You're not gonna make a difference in your life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
Exactly.
very entrepreneurial for everyone. You have to take action and also remember these 5 adjectives be passionate, ambitious, persistent, self-driven, and strategic if you want to become a successful teacher entrepreneur.
I understand. Thank you. Wow. Great finalize.
Thank you.
Great finalize. Really, really. Thank you. Thank you, James. All right then. So I just wanted to say thank you very much to accept my invitation and being with us tonight, James, here, and become our 88 guests in Teacher Talk session. And that was it's a great moment that we had here, and that was a really fruitful session with James Liu. And I hope that you all liked the session with James, and because that was really nice and very informative session with him. And that's all from Teacher Talks. Oh, sorry, I think there was a problem with the James. Let me invite him again. Actually, we're coming end of the session, but I hope we can get back. Let me look. Anyway, I think that's the yeah. There's a problem about it, I think, with the James. That's okay. So that's all from Teacher Talk session tonight. James Liu was with us, and so we had a really fruitful sessions, and we will see each other, as you know, that next week on Monday at 9 p.m. as usual. You know, the Teacher Talks time and day. So until next time, until next session, take care of yourselves, and wherever you are, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, and bye everybody, and peace. Take care of yourselves, and thank you, James. Oh, you are here. Okay, see you. Bye everybody.